business.
Oh,
Shut that shit off.
that would be one hell of an introduction.
We love it though.
Who's calling?
That's like
Xander.
PTSD for some people. Like hearing that and the oh my god, you know, like the iPhone, like like the I don't know, I can't do it like the beep, like the
PTSD, why?
Oh, I don't know.
No,
like,
the Android alarm, like to
Oh,
wake up.
that
That's
too.
just PTSD for me.
I got like the drill sergeant iPhone alarm. The like
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that intense ass shit. When I was a kid, I used to have like Pauly D saying like, oh yeah, wake up, yeah.
Damn.
I missed that. That was when I had an Android. That's the one thing they're lit for. You could just like fucking do shit on them. You know what I mean?
All my music, like all my alarms are all like music. So like I have like LBL as like one of my wake up songs.
I really should make that song from like Chop Suey. I should make that my wake up
Yes.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But I never set music as my alarm. I don't know.
Cause like all the other songs, like all the like that's all like.
That should put me back to sleep. My in my dreams I'd be dancing like.
Yes,
yeah.
I hear my shit ringing in my sleep, and I'm like. But yeah, no. If I play like a song, I'm like, who the fuck playing that music?
The only thing that sucks when you put like music as your alarm, when you hear it like outside, you're like, that's what I'm saying. Like you get that PTSD. Yeah,
yeah.
you're like, oh fuck.
Like right now, I have that song. It's like, if I could be sweet, I know I've been a real bad
I love that
girl.
song.
Oh,
That's my
Sweet Escape.
ringtone. Yeah.
That's cute.
But if I hear it outside, I'm like, my phone's ringing.
I miss when I was like in middle school and I had the time to just and the limited amount of friends, like quality friends, that I just assigned them all different ringtones based on like who they were. Now ain't nobody got time for that.
I do that with like my text tones.
That's cute.
Like if my little boo texts me, it's like, dee. I'm like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, no, for the boo, like, yeah, for Jace, I literally have, like, that text tone. And then, but for my one friend, I do have one separate friend that has, like, their own ringtone. And, yes. No, you're good. You ever seen Disturbia with Shia LaBeouf?
I've heard of it. That's like a scary movie, right?
Yeah.
I love scary movies. I've probably seen it and just don't remember.
There's, like, his friend, the girl that he likes sets his friend's ringtone to, like, you know, they're like, oh, me so horny.
Oh, I remember that.
Yes.
I remember that.
So my one friend, Big J, that's his, like, ringtone in my phone, whatever
my
he
God.
calls.
I had a friend who set their ringtone to like farts, like loud farting noises, and it was funny until like they started getting looked at crazy in public, and I was like, "That's what you get." But I mean, it's funny probably if you're standing next to somebody and like you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, fuck that. Never give a fuck.
The fuck
Yeah.
going on?
Giving fucks are for weird people.
I got a little something. Tiger, we rolling, bruv. It's crazy how people will get in your business but won't get in the shower. Tell us about it.
I said that.
Yes.
Oh, I said that. No, I'm not. I know I said that. Yet I'm still like, did I say that? Well, I know that was referencing to something or some. That was on my Twitter.
Yeah.
Wow, y'all did your research. Holy shit. I was just throwing shots. I don't know. It was probably general. I think I stole that, to be honest. I think I saw that on Facebook and stole that. I take credit. I'm a thief.
Like that. Fuck
I definitely saw that on Facebook and was like, yo, it really be like that. And I just shared that. I don't post on Twitter enough, so I just share whatever I think is like actually funny or relevant. I need to be more active on my other social medias, to be honest. Because my Facebook be booming and I don't do shit. I keep growing on it. I'm only at like 2,500 fans, but I've only had it a couple months and I don't post anything on it.
I feel like people really sleep on Facebook. when it
Facebook
comes
is
to
the number
fucking-
one platform in the world. You can
Really?
Google
Like,
it. It
still?
has it. Yeah, to this day, it has
That's
like
because everybody on it. Like,
yeah, because
everybody and
old
their mom.
people are on it. Freaking,
That's what it is.
I got a lot of fans that like their names are not written in English, but I ain't mad at it. Like fans are fans.
Fuck it. You got the come to Brazil, those people.
Yeah, I got the people who like it's in Arabic and stuff too, and I'm just like I'm glad y'all like whatever country you're in, it's not so third world that you have access to Facebook. I'm honored that you chose to be a fan of me from wherever you're at. You know, like that shit don't faze me. I appreciate more if I had like a demographic more isolated to my region because it's like a better target for promotion and stuff. But I ain't pressed. I just gotta post more because if I could grow a fan base like quickly without posting anything, then I know it's possible. I just gotta be more on point with it.
Shit. How have you been with like TikTok and stuff? We like struggle with TikTok. And
TikTok is
people don't
annoying. TikTok was amazing. I was just talking to him about this. TikTok was amazing. Like it's pretty good for me. I grow on it pretty quickly. I never had anything go viral on it. The most I've done is like a couple tens of Ks on videos, but I still got like a good following on it. A lot of my Instagram following carried over to TikTok that were loyal because Instagram's like a dying platform, it feels sometimes. And I got like 15K on TikTok and I don't be using it enough. But my TikTok got real, like, I don't know if they have the equivalent, like the equivalent of shadow ban. I don't know if they call it a shadow ban, but I got basically shadow banned on TikTok when I was on a podcast. And I was saying before to him how, like, I'm excited to be on a panel of girls because I was on podcasts before that were all, like, men and male-oriented, and they'll chop and screw what women say because, like, the incel talk and, like, the incel platform of the red pillars of the internet, they go so hard. It's crazy. And I got basically like a shadow ban or something on TikTok because I was on a podcast with these dudes where I was talking about how on my way there I stopped at a gas station and I gave the guy like $40 to put in for my tank so I could fill up my own freaking gas. It's not like he's offering to pump it for me. But he sat there at the register holding my money, asking me if I'll smoke with him, asking me if I got an Instagram. I'm just like, nope. Like, you're basically holding me hostage now. You won't put my money in the freaking register so I can leave. This is so frustrating. And I mentioned how, like, in a situation like that with a guy talking to me that has no business talking to me, it literally feels like sexual harassment. And they chopped it to just the point where I said a guy talking to me is sexual harassment, which is fine. I said what I said. I don't care. A guy talking to me, if they got no business talking to me, it's sexual harassment. So, yeah, like I said what I said, and I got so blasted for it on TikTok. I had guys threatening me, like, I'll show you what sexual assault really is. Like, I had guys threatening me, like, let me catch you on these streets, like, let me teach you a lesson. I'm like, yo, y'all really mad, and y'all really wouldn't do shit, but you're really mad at a woman for expressing that she's discomforted by the things y'all men do, so you want to amplify it. That's crazy. But after that, like, they kept mass reporting my shit. I had a video in jeans, like these cool, colorful, ripped jeans, and they had, like, orange paint splatters. And that got taken down on TikTok. I think, like, the AI they used thought that the orange paint splatters were my skin or something. So they took it down, flagged it for nudity. And I was in jeans, like, full jeans. Yeah, so I got a bunch of stuff reported and taken down off my TikTok then. And it's been less momentum now. But you can always make a new one. The cool thing about TikTok is you can grow on that platform so quickly and easily. Like, you could always make a new one or restart. I just haven't, like I said, full sent in it like I plan to soon because I have so many other endeavors on my plate that I've been taking on that have, like, my attention. But when I, like, really full send, I have no problem making, like, 4 TikTok accounts and seeing which one booms the most because it's an easy platform to randomly grow on. There's no rhyme or reason to it. You see random ass shit go viral. You'll see a pretty girl go viral, and it's like, yeah, you pretty, but, like, so are the rest of us. We should be viral just like you. Like, you just got lucky. Like, this shit's random as fuck.
Truly. Yeah, I deadass see the most fucking random bullshit. And people, like, I'm not saying no fucking shade to the people that I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, not even artists and shit, just someone fucking posting their daily life. They'll be like, why my fucking TikTok got like thousands of fucking views, like hundreds of thousands, and it's just.
And it's not like it's bad content, but it's no more interesting than the rest of us. It's just random, which I don't mind though. Like I said, TikTok has a better system to it, I think, than Instagram though, because Instagram, the shadow ban is real. Like, I could check my post insights. My last post got like 12,000 engagements and 11,900 something of them were my following because I'm shadow banned. So Instagram's not promoting me to nobody. Versus TikTok, you get shadow banned, but then, like, that lasts however long and you could still go viral. Like, it's random. Anyone could go viral. And everyone wants to be viral apparently. So anyone could go viral.
Right. Everyone is. They're trying. Everyone's like, there's no fucking formula at this point. I mean,
there's really not, because it'll just be not even like an attractive person or anybody. It'd just be a random person holding their phone, like making a face, and then they have like that, like, when you go to the store and this shit happens, and it's just somebody just standing there. They're not doing anything. It's just the text, and that shit'll get shared. Like,
I will say TikTok's good for money though too, because I've gone live on TikTok when at the time I only had like 5,000 followers on TikTok, and I'd have like 7,500 plus people tapped in my lives, and people would send me like gifts, and I'm pandas, so I would say send me pandas. They're like $1 each or something, I think, but I would rack those up real quick. Like, you can make a quick bag on TikTok, I'll say that. Like, just going live, chilling, and like, TikTok is anti-nudity, like adult content, so it's just wholesome stuff. Like, I could just talk my shit there and get a quick bag for it. So I do recommend. I don't hate TikTok. I hate that TikTok has like a prevalence of incels, but the world has a prevalence of incels. You gotta like embrace reality. I don't hate TikTok as a platform. It's not bad.
With like the payments on TikTok, like when you say like people send you the pandas and everything,
Yeah.
do they be taxing on that though, right?
Yeah, they take a commission out, but you know, like everyone's gonna get their bag somehow. TikTok does have ads though, right? Does it? I don't remember. I think TikTok got ads. They don't need to do that, but whatever. Secure your bag,
hoes.
TikTok. As long as
Right.
like if they're giving me access to like a live audience of more people than I even have a following, then I ain't mad at them if they want to take their little coins off of me, because I'm like, TikTok's an easy bag. Like I said, you're not promoting anything derogatory. You're just chilling. You could just be chilling. Like I'll just chill and talk my shit and make a quick bag off TikTok. So yeah, I like TikTok. It's not bad. I just need to be more active. That's my only problem.
It's like, I just feel like even creating content in general, like they're just a little more difficult than the other like platforms when it comes to that whole, I don't know, getting the fucking videos right and boom,
Too many
bang.
buttons.
Too many buttons.
I feel like it's oversaturated to say this, but content creation is oversaturated. You know, like everyone's a content creator now. It's too easy.
Everybody.
So, like, but I built a big following on Instagram back in like 2017, I want to say, or 2018 when I first got on Instagram. And it was so easy then because there weren't content creators. So like it was so easy for me to boom. And now everyone's just like me, which I respect it. I like it. I like that everyone's creative and they're in their bag. But now there's no room for there's minimal room for individuals to grow because it's much more of a rat race. It's just like me growing up in New York. So I don't mind it. I don't mind the competition, but there's just a lot more competition now. And yeah, I definitely think for TikTok though, with like any of us, if we question TikTok, we should do it. And this is like advice I give to myself that I plan to execute soon. And like for you guys as well, if you want to grow on TikTok, I think make multiple accounts, because I have homegirls that boom on TikTok and they got like 4 TikToks and they just pick the best. They start with 4, pick the best one and take it from there. Yep.
There we fucking go.
I'm about to get into that. Write that
Right,
down.
Write that down.
All you got to do is make 4 random ass emails and
I
you're locked
got
in
them
with
on
the best
deck.
one for TikTok. Yep.
I got the emails on deck.
Right. What do you think overall, though, out of everything you've done, like with promotion for your music, and like I see you do other things like, you know, OnlyFans and everything. What do you think has helped you grow the most?
Grow the most? Like, which platform?
Yeah, or just something that
I've
you've
made-
done, like...
I made the biggest bag off OnlyFans through Instagram. I didn't have TikTok at the time or anything. This was during COVID when everything shut down and everyone's like bored in the house bored. How am I going to make money? So I made an OnlyFans then. And I had a mans at the time who was like dead against me like posting anything provocative. And I'm like, I won't then. Fine, watch this. And I talked about this on my last podcast I was on too. And I basically with OnlyFans you could read the captions to post, but you can't see the post unless you click to subscribe. So the caption, I wrote my cute little pussy, and I made like 15 racks real quick. And I still make money on it, and I don't post on it much. But I post like more like kinky stuff now, like cute stuff now, because like it's an ongoing bag. But literally then, like I said, like I was in a relationship, I was real faithful, and I posted my cute little pussy, made 15 racks. It was a picture of me holding my cat. I pissed a lot of people off.
They're
but,
like, fuck.
yeah, they were like, this
Sorry,
bitch
pal.
got me.
Got him.
Yeah.
That's the way it fucking goes. But.
So I definitely have made, and then job opportunity wise too, that was through Instagram. When I started taking off on Instagram, it got me like hit up by promoters. I've gotten like booked for hostings, all of that through Instagram. I don't think I've ever been booked for any type of event or like bartending at a club, which has made me lots of money. That I've got all those jobs and like connections and gigs through Instagram. Yeah. So Instagram's been my biggest bag, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we do. We get like a lot of people reaching out through Instagram, and it's tough. That's when. Do you have like management or anything?
No.
It's just you, just straight.
I'm like Kanye, I can't be managed. Yeah.
Shit, yeah. Well, I mean, we would love to get something, but it's tough. Like,
I've spoke to so many. It's just I don't know. I like having a team too. I don't have management, but I have people I work with now, and I have a good team. I have like a PR girl, a PR guy. Like she's like also like part-time, like an assistant for me. I have my other homegirl who she does a lot of like assistant work for me. So I have like a little team, and they're like my friends who I don't mind providing for them. In terms of management, I don't think it's bad. I just think I have trust issues, perhaps, to be honest, and I don't want to work with a random. And I value the people that I've like grown with, so I'd rather work with them.
right. No, seriously. Yeah, that's like the biggest fucking fear is getting fucked over, getting all your money taken, getting like everything ripped away from you. Because obviously, you know, like it's a name, it's a fucking face. But like once someone gets a hold of you, like
Also, like, yeah, it's a lot of like personal information that's sensitive, and like I can't trust that with just anyone. So having a friend that's already aware of said personal information, it's like I know I can trust you with it. You already know my full name. You damn near know my social already. Like you're not gonna fuck me. So yeah,
I definitely fucking believe in that as
like
well.
I have friends I could give my card to them. They could like run to the store, get like stuff for us, and I know that they're not gonna like try to dick me around or take money off my card or nothing like that. Like, I like my system. I like my organization with my people that I can trust, and I also like knowing that I'm putting bread in my people's pocket versus a random too. So along with trust issues, it's also favoritism, and I'm gonna be real.
Fuck it. Yeah, no. It'll keep you safe. It'll keep you, you know, fucking going where you need to go. Won't hold you back. I mean, you never know who will fucking do you dirty, but we're not thinking about that right
Yeah. Like I'm open to networking. I'm open to meeting new people. I just I'm also simultaneously reserved because I know that people have like malicious intents a lot. I'm realistic about my expectations. I don't allow anyone to try to sell me a dream.
now. $1 in a dream.
There are a lot of artists out here that are getting scammed by like management companies, and they're just taking bread from them and not doing anything. The artist is still like here, and the management's up here chilling. They got the money, the bread.
It's unfortunate, and I've seen that, to be honest. I've seen a lot of that inside. I'm not going to get into specifics because then I have to name other people. I haven't dealt with that myself. I've just observed that.
Yeah.
And it's real unfortunate, but then it's like also a matter of choice and putting your foot down. I don't think there's a single artist I know of or we know of or can name that has a lifetime contract deal with anybody that they can't eventually get out of or work their way out of or plan to maneuver away from. So it's a matter of putting your foot down and making plans that's best for you and having people that are aligned with your plans.
On that same page, yeah, definitely. What about like artist wise? Is there anyone you want to like reach out to in the underground? Anyone you're wanting to work with at the moment? Anyone you have any projects coming up with?
So I've been looking at a crib that I want to buy in Detroit, and on the block that I was looking at, for one house that I'm not buying, it was like a whole lot of gang shit, right? Now I ended up Googling that block after, and on Reddit threads, I found the like pictures of the dudes who were on that block posted up. And I ended up following one of them on Instagram because his music was fire and he got a like good following. He's like up and coming, he got like 130K active engagement. People really fuck with his. He makes good music. And so I straight up reached out to him because like I had made eye contact with him that day when I was passing through, and like I wanted to see like if he remembered me or would be willing to work with me because of my following. Brooklyn and Detroit, that's a crazy combo. And sure enough, he hit me back pretty immediately. Like, yeah, next time you in Detroit, we locked in. So I'm going back soon because I looked at a bunch of properties and there's one I plan to get there. And when I'm out there, I want to lock in with him and make a song because I like his flow and I think our flows could complement each other.
Dope, fuck yeah. I actually seen, you said you're buying a property. You also do, though. I seen on your Instagram and your link tree, you do like real estate consultations and stuff.
I
Tell us
own
about
real
that.
estate already. Yeah.
Okay.
No free game. I mean, I do give free game. I'm full of shit. I give my friends lots of free game, but then like eventually it got to the point where I was giving out so much free game, I was like, I need to charge for this shit.
Of course.
Because I've just been through the ins and outs of it. I've had like a bad mortgage loan. I've had like no mortgage. I've gone through like the highs and lows of real estate. I had to flip a property before and like it wasn't my intention, but I went through like I think all the ins and outs of the real estate, like buying and selling and flipping and owning and landlording process so far. So now I'm just selling my game, and like I also know a great like mortgage lender for those that need it. I don't currently use him, but I've used him, so it's not like someone that I would back without experience. So I'm just here putting people in a position to get their shit together how I did. Yeah, and if I don't know you, I'm gonna charge you for the information because it'll benefit you long term. Like I've made racks. My house that I flipped first, I made really good money off it. I'm not gonna say, but like I did really well off it. Now I got 2 properties off of like the profit I made from it, and I don't have a mortgage. I own them straight out, and I'm trying to buy another straight out. So I always encourage like avoiding loans if you can, especially now because the interest is so high, but not in general. And I know like if I say like anti-loan, that sounds crazy, and a bunch of real estate experts will hop on this podcast and try to like eat us alive, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying right now, and anyone could agree the interest is so high, it's like borderline shark loan. So right now, if you could buy, it's a good time, like if you can, if you have the capital. Otherwise, like you should wait, but I still could put you in position with the right people where you could get like the right loans and not have to pay much. Like you're not throwing your money away to the bank. because the goal is to like own shit for yourself, pay for it yourself, and not be throwing money away on the bank. You spend too much on interest. You're basically just giving the bank free money. It's crazy.
And how did you get into that? Because I'm realizing, I don't know when this popped off. I'd say within the last like 2 to 3 years, a lot of people I know are getting into real estate. Is this something you've been on for like a while?
I've literally manifested this since I was a little kid. When I was a little kid and like my parents, I used to like, me and my sister would be like, yeah, can we get something from the deli? And they'd be like, no, we have no money. And then they would take us like, cause sometimes they wouldn't have like the time and resources to get us like a sitter. So they'd take us with them to the leasing office for the building in Brooklyn that I grew up in. And I would go see this like fat Jewish man sitting in his office, and my parents would hand him off $100 bills, many of them. Like that was like thousands worth. And I would be like, yo, I don't know what's going on here, but these fuckers keep telling me they're broke, and yet they're giving this man a fuck ton of money, more money than I ever seen in my life. I don't want to be like them. I want to be like him. He fucking owns them right now. Like, and then I literally manifested that since I was a little kid. I was like, I want to be like this guy. I don't know what's going on, but I got to be like this guy because they're miserable and they're making me miserable and I can't do this.
This guy is fat and happy in the chair.
Yep,
Fat
he
and
chilling.
happy. No, real shit.
And then I just invested my time in figuring everything out. And it was a lot of trial and error. I've had my slip-ups. I've taken some losses. I had a bad tenant. Yeah, I've taken some losses and I've learned. So I have a lot of insight that I could give people that would really benefit them if they want to make money. Because overall, I have made significantly more profit than any of my L's. My L's, like, thankfully, they're minor compared to it all. But it could be bad. Like, you do need to know what you're getting into.
Mm-hmm. Did you go to school at all?
Yeah, I went to college, actually. I went to Brooklyn College.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn. How was that? Like, you graduated all 4 years type shit?
Yeah,
Like,
I went all 4 years. I got my graduation pics posted somewhere on my Instagram. I went originally for accounting, and then I hated it. I didn't hate it, but I kind of hated it. And what I hated was also they changed the system on me. I thought I was just going to, like, get through accounting classes, take my CPA, be an accountant, make 6 figures, be this, like, lit, hot accountant bitch. And it didn't work like that because then all of a sudden they announced that, like, now you need 150 credits to take your CPA. Granted, like, an accounting degree is still good and could still get you places, but it's not, it was like a roadblock on what my plan was suddenly hit, and it hit me out of nowhere. And it meant basically if I wanted to take my CPA, I'd have to go for grad school. And I was on full scholarships in college because I was in foster care before that. So I had a scholarship from foster care, and then I also, like, did, I think, really fucking well on my SATs. So I had a scholarship for, like, intelligence or whatever, like academic intelligence, and then a scholarship for being in foster care. And my scholarships were more than my tuition. So I was getting refunds in the mail. I was getting paid to go to college. And that gave me incentive because I hated college. So, like, if they had to pay me to go there. When they announced that you need 150 credits for your CPA, and that meant I was going to have to pay for another year of college, like a 5th year at least, grad school to get 150 credits because you, like, it's 120 to graduate with 4 years. It's like 30 per year, kind of, more or less. Like, that's what you get. So I would have had to go for at least another year. And I was like, hell no. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not giving y'all money to be in this miserable shit show. So last minute I rebelled and I switched to business. And I just finished for general business. That's what I went for. And I took a bunch of cool electives, though. I liked, like, my history courses that had nothing to do with my major. I really liked them. They were interesting. And, like, the artsy courses that I took some psych courses. They were cool. The testing was really difficult on them, though. I'm not going to lie, because even though, like, being interested in psych usually means interested in, like, how people, like, think and work, there's a lot of, like, science behind it, and they want you to know, like, the brain mechanisms.
medulla oblongata and
yeah,
shit. Yeah,
like, it's just a lot. So, it was cool, though. Like, I liked the electives I took. I didn't really like college overall, though. I never liked school, to be honest. I can't believe I made it out alive from school. I can't believe I made it into college.
You're
like, that's
a
a
trooper
flex.
for real, because I could never.
Yeah, I dropped out, too, in, like, middle school, and then I dropped back in. On God. Like, I dropped back into an alternative school. I got left back, like, one and a half times in the 8th grade, which sounds crazy, but, like, I went to summer school and shit, you know? So, like, I count that as, like, I kind of, like, flunked out, but then I made it through type shit. Yeah, I literally flunked out of school at one point and, like, rebelled and just went through, like, my weed smoking, hating life, running away and shit type phase. And then I dropped back in and I did pretty well in high school and made up for lost time.
Yeah, no, it sounds like you fucking did good. And
then college, I just scraped by, though. I was working a lot, and I was saving up bread. So in college, I really just scraped by. Like, by the skin on my teeth or whatever the phrase is. Yeah.
I believe that's it.
Yeah, I didn't get good grades in college, but I made it through. So
Right.
Did you dorm?
no, Brooklyn College. I think they got dorms, but I heard horrible things about them. Also, that's mad expensive. Nah, from foster care, they put me in the projects, and I lived in the projects, in downtown Manhattan, which was honestly lit, and I miss it so much. I hate adulting and paying real bills now. I had it so good, but like, if I stayed there, they would have raised the rent anyway based on my income, or it wouldn't have been worth it possibly, and unless I did like fraud, and it just wasn't worth the risk. So I had to get up out of there, unfortunately. But it was a really cozy situation. I'm not gonna hold you, and I was commuting like on the 5 train from up there in like Smith Projects to Brooklyn College. Also at my mother, and like she still lives in Brooklyn, so sometimes I'd crash over there, and she's in Flatbush, so she's walking distance from Brooklyn College, and I would just walk over to school sometimes.
Nice. Not bad, not bad. Like we said, we're from like walking areas too ourselves. Like we've always been like fuck cars and shit. It's been, or not fuck cars, because the dream is to get a motherfucking car and learn how to drive, but it's just also parking and shit.
I would say it's not all it's cracked up to be, though. Like, I like the freedom of getting to come and go as I please with driving, but that's, one, not always the case. Like, in the big cities that I love, there ain't nowhere to park. Like, it'll cost you arms and legs. I've paid literally, like, over $100 just to park in New York before, which is sick.
That's what I'm saying.
Sick.
Yeah.
But, then, like, also, it's just a matter of convenience sake, too. Like, driving takes up time, and I enjoy it. I do. I actually like driving. I find it fun. But it takes away from my ability to, like, if I was sitting on the train, I could be writing music while I'm on the train. I could be drawing something up. I could be doing something in my free time while I'm commuting. And, like, I like the idea of being chauffeured around, too. So I think I just got to get to, like, a next level of success, because I like driving around and riding around, but I need time for myself, too. I can't just have to be focused on the road 24/7. It is a luxury to not have to drive.
I think about that. There's like a lot of things in life. Like if we didn't have to do this, the time I could be spending on this and just.
I think about that with sleep all the time too. Like I love sleep, but I fucking hate sleep.
Sleep.
Why we spend a third of our lives sleep? Like that's terrible.
Sleep is for the weak.
I like sleep, but only a good amount of sleep. Like I can't do over like 7 hours. Like it gotta be like a solid 6. I'm good with that.
I get a little like depressed.
Yeah, you wake up and you feel groggy.
Oof.
I just have 2 modes, honestly. They're like depressed or manic. Right now I'm manic. I don't need much sleep. But I'm not gonna hold you. Sometimes I'd be depressed and I could sleep for like 20 hours a day. And then sometimes I'll be manic and it's like, you'll think I'm on drugs, honestly. You'll think I'm on cocaine because I'll just be up for like 3 days straight, just lit. Like, and I'll get shit done though. I take advantage because when I'm depressed, it's like it holds me back a lot and I can't get enough done. So when I'm manic, I'll make sure to like schedule any appointment I need to get done, everything. I'll be active. You'll catch me in multiple cities in one day getting mad shit done.
But it sucks because myself, I don't know why. I always find myself manic at work. So I'm like, I'm going to take on the world once I get out of here, blah, blah. But the second work is done, I'm like, fucking, I hate myself. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's when you're manic, you're making the plans. You're like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Then the time comes and you're like,
yeah, I think because of like, and I think it's good that we're brushing up on this like mental health type topic too, because people that like, I'm glad you can relate because a lot of people don't understand it, but it's convenient for me too, like with my schedule and people like now, like I dance, right? I used to like be a bartender and I got into dancing because I like the flexibility of my schedule. I make my own schedule and I don't find it like any more or less degrading. Like I feel totally dignified. No one's like, I'm still like an asshole to anyone that it crosses my boundaries. So I find it lit and I like that I get to make my own schedule because I can accommodate when I have higher energy and when I have lower energy. And when I have lower energy, I'll try to just take on more shifts and just scrounge around and make extra bread in autopilot because I know I'm like sad and I don't really have the energy to take on my other tasks. And then when I have that energy, I can, at my own discretion, take off work indefinitely and conquer the world in other ways. So yeah, I definitely think like I'm an advocate for anyone that runs their own business or is in sex work or does whatever they do that makes them in full control of their life, because not being in control of your life sucks, especially when like you can't ride your waves of emotions.
Fuck yeah, that's the fucking full goal. Like eventually, that's the scary part. Like you asked us before, like what if you blow up? What if you? And like we want that like freedom to like we want to be our own bosses and we want to be able to just like do this every day and not have to worry about like oh I can't fucking do something because I gotta go work and then like I don't want to be dead with this person and. So yeah, like that's the goal to fucking just be able to like make this the work, but also it gets like troublesome because even today like we have tons of people that like hit us up and we can't get to everybody and we don't want everyone to be like pissed at us because we're like fuck like we want to like like we want to make connections and be cool with all of y'all but like please like that's what I'm saying, we're just two chicks, we don't have anyone and we're like it's it's the gotta find the balance, gotta
everything is fun until it becomes work.
Exactly.
I think. Like doing a podcast is fun until you're so booked and busy that it's work and then you're gonna have your fuck now this. Like if I was forced to follow a schedule and if I wasn't blessed that like the places I work, because there are clubs that make you follow schedules and like tight schedules and make you work like 8-hour shifts. I work like 3 hours when I work on God. Like it's so convenient and I call in and out whenever I want. It's so convenient. I make my own hours and if I didn't have that luxury, like it would feel like work. And I tell my friends, I'm like, if it starts to feel like work, I'll leave early sometimes, like from the job. I'll be like, they'll be like, oh, you should stick around. There's bread here. I'll be like, no, I'm just not feeling it. Like it feels like work today. And I like when it's lit and we're turned together, like me and my girls, I get along with like all the girls I work with. And it's usually like a fun party vibe. But if it's not, I'm like, no, it feels like work. I'm leaving.
Right, yeah. No, it's better that you could do that because seriously, like, that's when the best shit happens. When you're more comfortable, when you're fucking happy, when you're just overall.
It's important to do what you enjoy and keep enjoying it. And if you don't enjoy it, keep finding things you enjoy because there's plenty of ways to find joy in this world. I'm not letting anything, like, bring me down.
Fuck it. Just
be yourself. Do you.
Right.
I have a question, though. When did you get into music?
I got into music, like, 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very recent.
Thank you. But I won poetry awards in school, so I've always been good at writing, I guess. I was published in a book by like I didn't know this was a thing till it happened to me. There's a Brooklyn borough president. Did y'all know that? There's presidents for each borough. I did not know that.
No,
but there is a president for each borough.
Okay.
And the Brooklyn president published me and a bunch of people in like a poetry book, and I got to go to like I think it was City Hall or something. I was younger when that happened. But it was a really cool experience. It was mad fancy and like suit and tie affair. That was cool. So and yeah, I won a lot of like poetry awards and poetry credits in school. So I was always into poetry and I always loved music. And I always had this like ridiculously classified music taste that's all across the board. I love 3 Days Grace. I like some Nickelback. I like Trippie Redd. I love Trippie Redd because he incorporates so many different genres. I like damn near everything. Yeah, I like some country music. I'm not one of those anything but country. No, there's some country music that actually is a
Garth Brooks is my bitch, yo. Yeah, Garth Brooks, I'll fuck around.
George Strait.
Yeah, there ain't no music type that I could rule out. I love music. So then, I got in touch with the right connections and I met with like the right people. Shout out like my homie J Banger Beats. He's a really good producer. He's worked with like Pop Smoke and like big name people, and he was just like on a back-to-back wave of putting people on, and he was like looking for a lot of artists and just putting them on, and I was one of them, and he introduced me to music, and then from there he was like, here little birdie, spread your wings, do your thing.
Another one.
I was gonna say because like compared to like your one song Darkness and then Gold Leaves, it's definitely like two different like vibes all the way.
Really?
I found
like, those to be kind of similar. If you I thought you were gonna say like Harlequin. My first video I dropped, that verse is like the darkness. Like you'll see the progression in me. Because when I met with Jay Banga, like I started like trying to sing more, and I've been working on like constantly progressing my voice. And that was something I completely ruled out. I always said I can't sing because I didn't try to. But honestly, any of us can do anything we set our minds to. So I set my mind to trying to sing, and now I'm getting good at it. And I think that really helps. It's good to be able to like harmonize over beats. But in the beginning, I started as like trying to pursue drill rap because that's what I was pushed to. I never like favored it. It was never like I was never like, I'm gonna be the next Ice Spice. It was never my favorites. It was like, I'm gonna make whatever music I can make because I like music and I want to try it. And it started with Joe Rap, and it's manifested from there. So you could see the difference between like my earliest songs versus my more recent ones. But The Darkness is a little off brand though, because it's like a heartbreak song. It's such
I
a
like it. You're like, I love you, but I love me more.
yeah, that's how I feel
Kayla.
now.
Yeah.
Kayla even said it was giving her like Evanescence. Like
I was going for that. I'm
Good.
honored.
Wow.
I'm so honored. Like Evanescence, Paramore vibes.
you got
that's
it.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for. Yes.
I fuck with that one.
Thank you. But yeah, I was in a really dark place, the darkness. So it was a really good portrayal of that. But generally I prefer, and I get a lot of good feedback from like my loved ones and like my homegirls at work. A lot of my friends will randomly come up to me, and I get a lot of great feedback for my song 3D, which I love because I produced that song off a melody sent to me by Loaded What Up, who was Trippie Redd's producer. And he sent it to me randomly. I don't know how, but he just randomly emailed me that. I've never communicated with him in my life. We weren't following each other or anything. Just randomly sent me this email, and it was a really nice melody. I'm like, I'd love to use that. He's like, it's for producers only. I'm like, I'm a producer now, bitch. What's up?
Right.
And then I made it into a beat, and I made it into a whole song, and I was really proud of it because that was the first song I ever produced. That was the first thing I ever produced, and I was really proud of it. And I get a lot of good feedback for it, and I like the spacey vibe. I was trying to go for like Travis Scott and Trippie Redd incorporations, as well as like whatever else, my own style, and I feel like it really exemplifies that. So I want to go for more of that moving forward as well.
I love that. Do you have any like performances coming up?
No, because I've been taking steps back from performing deliberately, because the main way you see people blow up is through social media, and I think performing is great. And when I do perform lately, like when I'm invited to, it's great practice for me, because I do see myself moving on to bigger and better things. But at the end of the day, I also don't want to overexhaust myself performing, because it's tedious and it's timely, and I can make more content to put out that could help me go viral, which would help take my career to the next level. Right now I'm trying to focus on content creation, and also my focus is extremely tied to my real estate business right now. But that's finally coming to like a temporary conclusion for now, and everything's working out. And then I'm gonna take it to the next level. I'm gonna shoot another video, and I'm focused on content creation and putting out content. And like, yeah,
You're just on the fuking ball.
I'm just trying my best. We're all just trying our best.
I love that.
As are we. Shit.
Yeah.
fucking all the time. Trying.
Ooh, if you could take a vacation, like right now, like you're booking the flight, your flight takes off tomorrow, 8 a.m., where are you going?
It's a terrible question because I'm leaving to Detroit soon, but I don't want to say Detroit. No, Paris. I've never been to Paris yet. I wanted to do a backpacking thing with like Europe this year. I wanted to do that, or like rent a van, do van life. I fucking love van life. I've been dying to do van life, so I was thinking like maybe I could do that in Europe, since everything is within driving distance, except I think the UK. I think you gotta like fly across water to get there, but I wouldn't mind that either. I even like looked into like the cost of flying between Paris and London and stuff, and everything's just so close and so accessible and so convenient. So I would love to go to Europe. I've only been to Italy.
How was Italy?
that?
Yeah.
I went to like it was in college. It was on like a college sponsored trip, which was one perk of college, I guess. At least I got something out of it, and it was very stereotypical, because I went to like the Colosseum. I went to the Vatican.
Tourist shit. Yeah.
The Colosseum was gorgeous. I loved it in person. The Vatican, I mean, I'm not. What are they, Catholic, Christian?
I think Catholic. Yeah.
Whichever they are, I'm not. So it didn't really feed me.
like
But
a-
it was they had
Pretty
pretty flowers.
Right. It was cute.
Right, beautiful fucking shit. How was the food? Getting like or was
Pizza
it
in
just
Italy is ass.
Yo,
I said what I said.
man.
Pizza in Italy is ass. Pizza in New York is amazing. Pizza in Italy is ass. It's just like pita bread with cheese and maybe like an ounce of crushed tomato on it. It's so mid.
Dead. Nah, I am like for Europe in general. Well, nah. Specifically the UK. Supposedly the UK has like trash food. Like man, besides like the usual like
They got
fish and
the
chips,
beans
blah blah.
and toast.
But in general with Europe, you ever see all the shit how like supposedly, let's say like you're lactose intolerant. You could eat all that shit in Europe because they're not putting the fucking the MSG,
America got
the
a lot of
bullshit, the
chemicals
fucking
in our food.
and yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of chemicals in our food.
Supposedly you could even eat like 10 meals and not get fat. Like you know what I mean? Just because
Well, their portions are different too, and it's better, it's healthier if you ate like in theory even like 10 times a day, but like small portions, like a little tiny meal 10 times a day, is literally better for you and your metabolism, running around and keeping you active, versus just like sitting once a day and eating like a whole big thing of whatever. So we have different.
I'm in Europe, just fucking. You ever seen
go
like
Europe.
besides the
yeah,
actual?
Now that you mention it though, I've never seen like, you know how you see like promotions for food in like Dubai or all these crazy restaurants across the world. I don't think I've ever seen one somewhere relevant in like Europe.
Because there's probably nothing.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I hope I don't want to sound ignorant, but yeah, I've never seen a food promotion
Start coming for us.
Yeah, or just start food promoting, please. Put me on. I want to know.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If you're visiting, you want to go to the fucking popping spots. We need a little Tour de France. The motherfucking. Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows?
We might just have to find out ourselves.
Right.
Honestly, just find a fucking spot.
The fucking Cherubs talk. Euro tour. Fucking. That'd be dope. Yeah. Would you do a tour in Europe?
Hell yeah, I would. I got some fans in like random places too. I checked my stats. I got some fans in Russia.
Oh shit.
I don't know how. Yeah, some girl even like with like she does hair. She like used one of my and it's only off my songs that I don't even jack anymore, unfortunately.
I'm dead, no.
But I think that's how it goes though, because like my first song's starting to get momentum this year, and that came out 2 years ago. So I'm patient with the process. Like I love music. It's a hobby for me. Even if it takes me nowhere or if it takes me everywhere, no matter what, I enjoy it. And I'm gonna continue doing it because it's fun and it's a valid portrayal of myself. But yeah, I did notice my first song started booming and it's getting like a lot of reach in Russia. I even had this girl who does hair and like cool ass braids. She did like some TikToks and stuff over my song, and I never seen her before. She just really vibed with it. So, but we can't go to Russia, and that's like kind of part of Europe, but we can't even go there. So I don't know. I need to like get a fan base in the right places,
Right?
So I can even launch a tour.
Meet me halfway, bro. Fucking meet me on the border.
I'd want to go to Russia if I could. Just check it out, see what's going on over there.
I went to Moscow once. I did, and they have really pretty architecture. But now it's not so easy now, you know, like all the feuds going on between the countries. You can't really go in. I've been to Hong Kong before, too. I don't know if we can enter China now, but I did have the, like, blessed opportunity of going to Hong Kong when I was younger. On my way to Tokyo, it was a layover, but I booked it as, like, an extended layover on purpose to check out Hong Kong, and that was cool. I went to, like, the Big Buddha and stuff. It's a lot like New York, Hong Kong, except even tighter. Yeah, very tight because it's just so overpopulated. Yeah, but then the mountain peaks are cool and like the Big Buddha and like stuff like that is cool. I liked it. It was cool.
I'd love to go to Vietnam.
I would too. I think it's very hard. I wanted to because I lived in Guam for 4 months and I went to like Thailand, South Korea. I would love to go to North Korea too because that's like a big mystery. I probably would hate it there, but it's such a. I would love.
No phone. Don't even touch your phone. They're gonna like you take a selfie and they're gonna like.
Oh my God! Have you ever heard of La Perla in Puerto Rico?
No.
It's like a beautiful place in Puerto Rico, but it's very it's like a war zone for like gang activity. I went through there and it's beautiful. They got artwork everywhere. They have these like semi-abandoned buildings that people kind of live in though and trap out of, and like these are big drug dealers. These are no little time trappers. So fucking, I was there taking a picture of like a selfie by one of the walls. I had like 14, 15-year-old Puerto Rican dudes with ARs and AKs pull them out on me and force me to delete it. But fortunately for me, that was when iPhone had just released that feature with like the recently deleted. Ooh. And I knew that like because they trap and like they're younger and like they don't have access to like big name technology. Like at the time I didn't have access to iPhones like that. It was like right around that transitional period. I just deleted it calmly in their face. And if they had asked me to go in my recently deleted, what am I going to do? I'm going to delete it. Right. I have fucking 4 guns, 4 big guns to my face. And young kids, like, with guns, they're more reckless. Yeah. They got less to lose. Like, adults think about, like, but they got these 4, like, kids trapping on behalf of the gangs. Like, these are resilient little kids with nothing to lose. So, yeah, I deleted it. They didn't make me go into no recently deleted. They didn't know nothing about that. And I still had my little selfie in La Perla. That was cool.
No, yeah, I love the island, Puerto Rico. But yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of that. Maybe I've heard of it, but definitely haven't been. But Puerto Rico in general, I love. There's so many like hidden gems and fucking beautiful spots. And
I love Puerto Rico too. It's fire. Mm-hmm. But yeah, North Korea, I could see it being the same. Like we don't know. Who knows? I would love to just go see because who knows what goes on there.
I'm gonna go to South Korea and then ask them like, yo, what's up with over
they'll
there?
Just they'll be like, we don't know. Also, I've been to South Korea, Seoul. Beautiful city, very expensive, just like New York. It's a lot like New York. Very nice place. If you go there, you can't find anything on the map. You need to ask for instructions to get around. Their whole like they blocked off Google Maps. They blocked off just like North Korea, because North Korea hates South Korea so bad, and Seoul's the capital. They're scared of getting like bombed or attacked. So everything, you can't find anything on the maps. It was very hard for me to get around there. You have to get in a cab, pray they know English if you don't know Korean, and if they don't, then you gotta next till you find someone that speaks enough English that they could get you to where you gotta go, because you can't like, there's no way of knowing where you're going. There's no Google Maps, there's no GPS, there's no Apple Maps, nothing.
Damn.
Yeah. Same with North Korea. You ever try to look at North Korea on like the maps?
Oh well.
Yeah, you can't see like just about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing with Seoul. Seoul is like that in South Korea for their safety. And it's a beautiful place though, but you can't really see much of it until you go in person. And it's overpriced, not gonna lie. My favorite was Singapore. Singapore's fire. I wanted to go to Vietnam. I couldn't do it. The process is like Mission Impossible. South Korea, you need a visa. It took me like 10 minutes to get that visa. Vietnam, I don't remember what you needed, but it was just arms and legs and inaccessible for me.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah.
The worst this thing.
How was Thailand?
Thailand was cool. Thailand's cheap and fun.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
I always hear.
it's super
Cheap and
cheap.
fun, yeah. And it was convenient because all these places I went to, like Thailand, Singapore, Thailand, Singapore, South Korea, all that. When I lived in Guam, it was all real close because Guam, it's ironically, it's the U.S. People don't know this, but Guam is literally a U.S. territory. They have U.S. dollars. You do not need a passport to go there. Beautiful place. They got like 2 Louis stores, 2 Rolex stores. It's not no just like little random deserted island. It's a real nice lit spot. And it's in Asia because it's a bunch of U.S. military bases and stuff, and then like nice regular stuff as well. And like also the locals are cool and friendly, and there's a lot of like cool local shops that are very integrated between like Asian and island culture. So it's like Asian Hawaiian mixed culture. It's very nice. From there to all these places, the flights were cheap because for most people they want to go to like Thailand and Singapore and all that, but the only thing holding them back is the cost of getting there, because then they know once they're there it's cheap to be there. But I didn't have that inconvenience. I was very blessed that like getting there was cheap and that everything there was cheap, and I was just living cheap and living large. So it was great.
How was the food? It sounds good.
Thailand has like the best. I think Thailand had like the best food. South Korean food's cool too. Thailand had really good food. I like pad thai and stuff though. I'm like biased. So I like those noodles and stuff, like the drunken noodles and stuff. I love all that. So I'm kind of biased. Singapore had good food, but like I stayed in the bougiest because it's cheaper. So even though it was bougie, it wasn't like too expensive. I stayed at the bougiest resort hotel in Singapore, and they had like buffets. So like I want to say the food was great in Singapore, but I only ate there. So like I didn't really, I can't tell you for
like,
certain. I know that in this fancy, amazing resort, they had good food, but I don't know how it is in general. I know they have amazing bars. They have this like, you know, Tanger outlets and shit like that, like the outdoor malls.
Yeah.
So they have like an outdoor, it looks like a Tanger Outlets, looks like an outdoor mall. It's called Clark K. It's just straight bars and restaurants, and everyone goes there and
that
turns
sounds
up.
great.
A lot of them speak English, like you get turned, just bar hopping in Clark K. In Singapore, they have great drinks and they have really good, cheap drink specials. So I know like if you like to drink, if you like to party, if you like to turn up, Singapore is it. Like, yeah.
Singapore, here we come.
We're taking a lot of notes here, right?
Right.
My number one right now is Singapore out of all of them.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, what was like your favorite overall?
Singapore, yeah. Especially if you can stay at Marina Bay Sands, MBS. It has the world's largest infinity pool on the roof. It's 3 towers. You have this beautiful view of everything, damn near no matter which balcony they put you in which room. It's pricey, but not too pricey. Like in US, I think it was like in US dollars like $500 a night, but that was for me to be way up, and I had like flowers lining my balcony and a beautiful view of everything. And you have access to the infinity pool. They give you like some free refreshments while you're up there too. They really treat you like royalty there. The concierge that like checked me in, I got there a little early, so I went to like chill and eat at the buffet. He came running and looking for me at the buffet, like the front desk guy, and found me, and he's like, "Here's your key, madame." And I'm like, "Damn, like this is nice." Yeah. And that's just like one spot to say that's the most bougie and expensive there. But if the most bougie and expensive there is $500, then like you could stay somewhere for less and you could really live large there on a budget. It's so nice though. I love it there.
Yeah. We making some stops, Kayla.
You know, yeah, we writing down the itinerary right now.
Facts.
Overall, though, what would you say, like, what's the goal for a true Pandana? When do you know, like, there's no stopping for any of us, you know what I mean? But what's the, like, I'm satisfied, or like, this
I'll
was
be
it?
satisfied when I feel I've inspired enough people and when I've grown financially successful enough while helping enough people. Like, I want to be a bomb ass landlord, but I also want to simultaneously help people develop like a low income housing building, and then like everybody eats. I'm getting paid by the government, and then I'm helping like all these families that need housing. So I want to do that. I want to inspire people through real estate too and selling courses. I'm working on like building like real estate oriented courses. I want to be one of those, but I actually have the backing. I'm not one of those that just like takes notes from another course and then carries it over. Like, I actually have like the financial backing and I can show my portfolio. I want to get to the point where like I have so much to show for myself that I inspire and help people in doing so. I'm just working on it right now. I'm not like where I want to be yet. I feel like if I'm a multimillionaire, I'm in like an honest position to give people insight, and I'm not a multimillionaire currently. So like, who am I to talk? And I feel like that about a lot of like the internet gurus. A lot of them are frauds, and I refuse to be. That's the only reason I haven't launched a program yet, because I have like, I'll just do consultations one-on-one with whoever respects me enough and like understands that I have like good insight to give. But I'm not here branding myself as a guru or an expert, because I don't consider myself one yet. I consider myself very knowledgeable in what I talk about. I can practice what I preach, and I can really like help people out. But I don't want to brand myself as like the expert at anything until I feel like I've fully achieved it myself. So yeah, and with music, I want to inspire people through like my music. I want them to be like, yo, this girl, like, she's all over the place, but I love it because I find artists often, I love Tory Lanez, right? Like, he dropped an 80s album, and he has other albums that are a different genre of like more mainstream R&B and like straight rap, and like he's a bit versatile. I want to be so overwhelmingly versatile that like people hate it, but then people also love it because they appreciate my versatility, and they appreciate like me exemplifying all the waves I ride in the roller coaster of my life versus me being so linear and so like marketable and mainstream. I want to be mainstream and yet all over the fucking place.
You should get like, that's obviously how to do it,
I want to be like Kanye.
Yes.
I want to be like fucking off the walls all over the place. I want to drop a poop-de scoop.
I'm done.
But then also have like amazingly insightful music, and then also like uplifting. I want to be all over the fucking place and off the walls, and people just eat it up. Some people will hate me for it, but people will eat that shit the fuck up, and that's what I've been. That's because that's who I am. I am just like that. I'm just as off the walls, and I'm learning to love myself for it. Took time, and now I'm just portraying it to the world. I'm just putting myself out there like, you know what, this is who I am, and I love myself now, and I'm gonna force y'all to love me or eat my shit. Like, I don't know.
Fuck 'em.
So when can we expect this country song?
Yo, I've been considering one for a minute.
I think you should do it.
Probably this year. I'm working on a bunch of random shit. I'm working on this song. I made this really, like, you know how Trippie Redd, like, he has some songs where they start with real giddy beats that, like, transition to depressing and gloomy? I wanted to do that, so I was working on making a beat. And the whole beat ended up just being, like, real, like, childlike and up. And I wanted to put some really, really rugged, like, ghetto-ass shit over that, like, happy-ass beat soon. So I'm working on that just to, like, get the shock factor out of people. Like, what the fuck did she say? Like, I thought I could play this for my kids. Now I gotta, like, now I gotta run and, like, lock my doors because I think I'm about to get shot by a Teletubby. Like, what did she say? Yeah, so I'm working on a bunch of stuff all over the place. But I do want to work on a country song. I do. My only concern, though, is I have like friends. I have like a big name artist. He charted #1 on like Apple Music and Spotify once in country music, and I'm scared of being pushed toward any specific genre. I'm almost scared to drop a country song and then me being like a Caucasian female fitting into that mainstream. I just get hit up by like the wrong people that offer me something that sounds like enticing at the time, and then trap myself into a genre that is not my like a good portrayal of me overall. Yeah. So I'm almost kind of scared to drop a country song and be that mainstream.
Nah.
But on some Lil Nas X shit, I'm gonna work it out. I'm gonna figure it out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It worked out for him. He got out of it real quick.
Yeah, but his combination's crazy because it's hip hop country. Like, he did his thing. I love the integration. I just love stuff that's experimental and incorporates multiple genres and exemplifies like so many talents in one. Because everyone's talented, I feel, but what makes you different? He's different. He literally combined two like random genres that no one saw coming, and I'm trying to just combine things, and I'm trying to bring a children's song to violence. I'm trying to just do a lot of wild, questionable things that, you know, do not conform to mainstream, but excite people and, you know, get people going.
I was gonna say you could bring the darkness to country.
That's wild. I don't know. I could in theory. All I'd have to do is like add a harmonica and change my voice a little. Like, yeah, that would be pretty simple. Not gonna lie. But no, I want each project that I put out to be its own unique thing. So I'd have to do something else, and I'd have to have a different kind of concept for it. I think it would have to be its own storyline.
We're seated for it. We're waiting. We're here for the lore, the Pandana lore. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Do you ever have you ever listened to Rico Nasty?
Of course.
And have you heard her song like "Hey Arnold"?
I feel like
it's one of her older ones, and she's like.
I used to like I when I first came across her, I think like 2 years ago, that was when I first started making music too. I definitely like just streamed her whole catalog and picked a couple faves and kind of took it from there. But
Hey Arnold has that vibe where she's like, "Hey Arnold," and she's fucking rapping, but she's rapping about trapping over like a beat. Like that's
love
very,
that,
like,
love that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I see, and you could definitely kill that shit. I want to. That'll be a summer anthem for real.
Word, thank you.
The summer anthems are where it's at. That's what really gets you popping. If you could get something popping for the summer, you know, that people are shaking their ass to and barbecuing to, and boom, and you could get that's what I'm saying. The country heads too. They'll be like.
I will say, like, my one problem there with, like, getting to hit the mainstream is I feel like I'm not good at this point with, like, making ass-shaking music because I'm around it so often that it doesn't, like, appeal to me to make because I try to make something that I enjoy listening to that's different from what I hear all the time. And I enjoy ass-shaking music, I do, but I'm just, like, constantly bombarded with it because of where I work and stuff. So it's, it gets oversaturated for my eardrums, and I end up making stuff that's entirely different, which may or may not appeal to the mainstream. But like I said, regardless, I like making music for myself.
I think people also want an escape from that too. Because, I mean, well, but like you said, there's like the incels that are hating. They're like, oh, well, this ass shaking, these women don't respect themselves nowadays. Like, okay.
But they motivate me to want to make a song just talking about like some crazy shit. Yeah, they make me want to talk about popping my pussy. Because, like, who the fuck are you to talk about, like, random women you don't know? Like, bruh. But yeah, no, in general, though, that music, I hear a lot of it. And because of that, it's like I try to make things that are different than that. And it's not like I'm trying to be different. It's literally like I just try to make what appeals to me. I try to make music that I enjoy. If I can't drop a song if I don't enjoy listening to it myself. That's crazy.
Of course, yeah. And I feel like some people definitely do that. Well, obviously, there are people... Crazy. Yo, it's crazy. But... It flip-flops because there are obviously artists that do like truly respect their craft and they'll like put it out and they'll just be like, oh, like I hate it, you know, just like not believing in themselves. But then there are motherfuckers I know damn well, like they're just doing it because they think everyone else likes it and this and that and like, bro. No.
Yeah, I've seen that. I have seen that. I've seen like artists. I know an artist that dropped like 5 albums in a month. He told me or some shit like that.
For what?
And I listened. And at the time he had like, and that shit had been out and. He had like 6 Spotify listeners, and I tried to listen to his stuff, and my eardrums bled. And I was with my ex at the time. I was trying to see if I like getting second opinions. If I think a song that someone put out is trash, I never just say it's trash. I ask whoever's closest to me what they think, because I need confirmation that I'm not tweaking, you know? And I was playing the song, and my ex goes, "What the fuck is that? It sounds like he's yelling into the fucking engineer's ear. Like, it don't sound right." And I'm like, okay, cool, I'm not alone, because I thought this shit was trash.
Gunshots. Damn.
I definitely do that. I'll be like playing a song and I just look at my friend's reaction and you can tell you're like, they don't fuck with
yeah,
okay,
like
good.
At least we're on the same page.
Right.
I know I'm not tweaking. Like, is it me? Am I the problem? Do I have no sense of like culture, taste? Like, is it me? And then like you get that confirmation. You're like, all right, at least like I have a sense of what good music is, and from there I can like try to establish that for myself. Cause yeah, I see some music that just makes me question, and I respect everyone's craft, but I also think to do something like that, to like drop match, to just bombard with stuff without putting effort into anything, like that's not gonna get you anywhere. Like, don't you want to present your like present your best portrayal of yourself, don't you want to be like really proud of that? Like, don't you want like favorite songs where you're just like, yeah, I love that. I put my heart and soul into that versus just spamming the world with music for the sake of doing it because you think anyone can do it.
Right. Because, yeah, if you're dropping 5 motherfucking albums, like, unless this was something,
No.
I've been working on this for years and,
For sure.
like.
For sure.
But, yeah, if you're just like, boom, 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 there's no way all of that is quality, and there's no way you love all of that.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. I think I have, like 7 or 8 singles out right now, and I got, like, I think 5 albums worth of music in my phone. I'm such a perfectionist. I will not drop anything until I feel so satisfied with it. If I listen to something and I hear something that like is off-putting about it for me, I'm like, no, I can't drop that right now. I gotta fix that sooner or later. I gotta handle that. Like,
as you should. Fucking just. Because, I mean, I see people all the time, too, say, like, just drop that shit. Just, It's like, should you, though? Like, yes. Like, I don't know. Sometimes you gotta stop playing around and, like, just fucking work.
too.
But
I have a friend like that, too. Shout out Eric Devine. He's awesome. But sometimes he'd be putting too much into his song because he loves his craft and he'd be trying to over-perfect it. And then, like, it's like, yo, you already had it perfect, my guy. Like, you don't gotta over-sweat yourself doing this. Like, you literally got it. You got it. You're good.
I'll find myself.
So there's definitely some sort of balance that needs to be established. I definitely prefer the people that like would rather put extra effort, even if it like, even if they're like what they do that like they consider perfect is overboard to us. It's perfect to them. That's all that matters. Versus someone that puts no effort. Like just put some effort into your craft. If it's your craft, like put some effort into doing this. At least act like you enjoy it and you don't just think it's a get rich quick scheme because it's not. Music is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's an investment, first of all. And it's an investment with a low return rate, like on average for most people. You got to know what you're getting yourself into. And if you can make it, and like you got to make sure you're doing it right and putting like effort in. I understand it's different for like mainstream and if you're like stuck with a label and whatever. And I respect them and like the struggles they go through, like the mainstream artists that got stuck with labels and they got to drop albums for the sake of dropping albums and things like that. But if you're trying to grow, don't try to follow in what the labels are doing, especially if you don't want to even be signed to a label or if you're trying to grow independently. Be independent, be yourself, portray yourself properly. That's it.
Good advice.
How do y'all feel about like the was it Lil Yachty? He was like, I brought the wine.
I love that. I fucking love that song. But I'm biased. I'm half Polish.
Oh shit.
I love that song. I'm like, and it's so funny. It's so funny you mentioned that because on God, on everything, there was a guy at the club yesterday who looked like Lil Yachty. And I told him, I'm like, yo, you look just like Lil Yachty. And he was like, oh no. And then I talked to my homegirls about it. And I said, yo, you saw, like, that one customer got mad at me because I said he looked like Lil Yachty. And they're like, the one that looked like Lil Yachty? Like, we were all like, yo, you dead ass look like Lil Yachty. And I'm just
You
like,
can't get mad at that.
yeah, you look like him. Like, it was a flex, too. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, that's not bad. I can understand if, like, I didn't. But, like, I literally looked at him and I'm like, what do you mean? I took the walk to Poland. Like, you're supposed to be lit. You're a portrayal of litness. He was so mad at me, though. He's like, this fucking drunk bitch. Like, he was
I
so
hate
mad.
that. I'd be like, nah, please, bro. We just vibing. We just.
No, he ended up laughing though at the end, and he was like, cause like I think he thought I was pretty, so he was like brushing, but you could tell he was like, "Fuck you," but I like you. It was like, damn.
But did he in fact take the walk to Poland?
I want to. I have not been to Poland. Like I am fucking.
What they got out there?
I don't know. Honestly, that's one reason I didn't go to Poland. I had an opportunity to go in college, but it was for like a historic type trip, and they were gonna take me to like Auschwitz, I think, and stuff like that. You know, like the concentration camps. I don't want to see that. I don't want to like. I don't need that energy in my life. I was like, I'd literally rather pass on that trip than absorb that energy. Granted, like I'd have a couple free moments where I could go out and turn up wherever nearby there is to turn up. But how lit can a bar be near Auschwitz?
Right, like
It's just
sad
depressing.
ass-
I'm like, I don't want none of that energy in my life. I don't need it. It's so sad. Like I'm aware of it. I am. But to embrace it, I think it might be overwhelming for me. So
Yeah, no, good to learn about in school. You know, overall type of shit we need to know. But to take a trip, like that's something I don't know if it happens on its own. But yeah, who's like, really can't wait for this.
That's what I'm saying. I can't wait to see where like 6 million people died. We lit. Like no.
We getting shot.
And imagine like respectfully, like I don't know, like for me, energy wise, I just feel like I'd go home with like 10 ghosts in my body.
Right. Like,
Yeah, like
And
you
they're
would
all
feel that
miserable, and
shit.
I'm like, I was not trying to have that. I'd love to go to Poland if I find the right part. I've seen like, I know it's not like terrible there, but and I also feel bad because like I am half Polish. I know my dad would be like, yes, she did it. if I went, but I don't know. I
You
haven't
think
had
the food is
opportunity.
good?
I love pierogies.
I was gonna say like I know like
I just made some of them last night. Yeah, they're crack. I love pierogies. Yeah,
I'll eat them fucking straight. Like after done, don't even put anything on it. Just eat it like that.
Facts.
I like you be like how you be making them because I make them crispy. I like them shits, but I know like when
I make them
Polish
like
people
soft.
make 'em?
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah, me
I
too.
like them like
Like
that
the boiled?
though. And like I dipped them yesterday when I made them in like truffle hot sauce. So it just kind of like went, it absorbed better. If they're crispy, they're valid, but you need the right sauce with them if they're crispy. So I was vibing with the soft side.
I fuck with it. I just like I'm a crispy bitch. Like give me that crunch. I like that crunch.
I will say Polish food is generally like not the healthiest though. It's very like carb rich and like fats rich.
I was
but
gonna
it's
say
rich.
they got, like-
It's lich.
They
It's
got the
good
sausage
stuff.
sandwiches.
Bratwurst or
Yeah.
something. They got like
Kielbasti.
Oh,
Kielbasa,
boom.
yeah.
I'll eat that.
Our homie be
That's
making
it.
that.
That's
her
so
family.
unhealthy.
Who the fuck?
It's like a
Fucking
mix of
Juge. Her family, they be making that shit.
I ain't never get a plate.
Bitch, I feel like Danielle has literally said, "You want some fuck?" How do you say it?
I would be offended too. I'm siding with Kay on this.
I'm
sorry.
dead.
Nah, her fucking, speaking of her friend's mom, like they're all Italian, but I had never eaten an artichoke like before I went to their house.
And they
So
was like-
their mom is like, "Here, eat the meat," and I'm like, "There's no meat on that plate." She's talking about like the fucking
Meat of the artichoke.
yeah. And I'm like, and she's like, "Go like this," and she's like showing me how to eat it, and I'm like, I feel threatened.
Did you
right
do
now.
it?
Yeah, I ate it. It was good.
I love
I've ever had their
artichokes.
artichoke.
And you know, I'm from New York. We got like a lot of pizza. You know, artichoke Basil's pizza.
okay,
That
yes.
put me.
They have one in
I
Hoboken.
ate that. Oh, they do now, right? Yeah. I ate that before I ever tried like a raw artichoke, and then I was like, "Yo, artichokes gotta be bussin' because that pizza." And they're not that lit, but they're lit. Like they're fine. They're healthy.
I'm not buying one.
I'm dead.
I'm not
I've
buying
bought
it.
them in like a can.
I would probably have to do that if a dish required it. I'm gonna.
But
buy
in
the
general,
can.
I'm not gonna hold you with like veggies. If I buy them, I'm usually better with ones in a can. If I leave them in the fridge like fresh, they always go rotten.
they gone.
I'm
Yeah,
cilantro
terrible.
done. Cilantro's limp.
Yep.
Yeah, the only thing I love me some spinach, so that's the one thing I'll make that shit right away. But even sometimes, like I'll completely forget, and then I look in the drawer and I'm like,
Yeah, but that comes in a can too.
true. Yeah, Popeye literally used to.
Yeah,
Fucking-
facts.
Shout out Popeye.
Yo, love that chicken. From
Yo,
Popeyes.
broccoli. Gabby makes some mean broccoli.
I love
Yo.
broccoli and cauliflower.
I make
That's
some
my
mean
favorite.
everything. All right, I fucking
I like to cook too. That's the vibe. That's the vibe.
What was
I
the
love
last
cooking.
meal you guys cooked?
The last thing I
Besides
made
your
was
pierogies.
yeah. Before that, like veggie burgers.
I had made
Yeah.
I had made like sweet chicken sausage, like Italian chicken sausage with some like pasta and the broccoli,
I made
the crispy
pasta.
broccoli.
That you just reminded me. I made pasta. It was like tricolor, the spirally one. I think what's it called, rigatoni or something.
Spiral.
Reggaeton.
Yeah.
I love me some spiral.
Something like that.
with like, I used like a vegan pesto sauce mixed with like 2 different tomato sauces and vegan meatballs. It was all vegan and it was lit. It was nice. And it was mad colorful. That shit was buzzing.
I like when my food is colorful.
Me too. It's just like
It's
aesthetically
fun.
pleased. Yeah.
Always the fun shit. What's your like favorite dish? Like your favorite? Oh, like let me.
I don't know. It depends on my mood. Sometimes
Yeah.
sushi. Sometimes
I
like
fucking love
it literally
sushi.
just depends on my mood.
I'm
Sometimes
like-
ice cream.
I'm like I always need my sweets after a meal type of shit. I'm always like, let me get a little something sweet, you know,
I like a
balance it out.
cannoli, a good cannoli.
Ooh, cannoli girl.
I'm not a cannoli person.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Like,
I
not
feel you.
even the
I just
cream?
kind of like the cream, to be honest. Like I'll just, and that even then, like I can't just be like, oh, this fucking. I'm like a texture person, so I'm not like globs of cream, yum. Like I don't know, it's weird. I'll take a little,
Pause.
and then like I'm good, bitch. Like I don't know, but like to like cannoli.
Nah, hear me out. Get the strawberry in the cannoli dipping sauce and just dip that shit in there.
That's genius.
It's so fucking good.
genius.
It's crack, actually.
That's bussin'.
Because you know in ShopRite, they just sell the big containers of just the cannoli.
But you gotta melt it or something, right?
No,
That
it's-
shit hardens. No.
I mean, they keep it in the in just like the fridge, like where they keep the cakes and shit. It's they do have it frozen, but the one in the tub is just like ready to go.
I didn't know. That.
And they have the cannoli chips too.
I'll make y'all a mean fucking parfait, yo. One of my
This bitch is a
favorite,
fucking chef over here.
yo, parfait, like mango parfait, bro. A little fucking. Do you know what's? I think it's pronounced skyr, like an Icelandic skyr. It's like yogurt, but it's really thick, almost like Greek yogurt. What? Yo, I be putting the vanilla bean skyr, some Altufo mangoes. Those are the tiny ones. They're like extra juicy. Yo, cut that up, put that on that bitch. Some granola, some chili powder, because you know the mangoes with the chili powder. Boo, boo, boo. And then, yo, damn, nah, I don't know if
I need to know.
I'm going to say it, because not everyone can know this. Okay. No, which one is it? Ooh. Wait. Okay, boom. Okay, so like I said, the vanilla bean Icelandic skyr, Altufo mango, the granola, the chili powder, and then it makes it taste.
Awesome.
It makes it taste like apple pie. It's really weird.
That's
Something
fire.
about
I like that. I like.
Yo.
I'm big on like.
And then cinnamon too. Yeah, and
I'm big on
honey.
cinnamon.
Why didn't you let the people know? They can't.
Whoa.
It's her secret.
Whoa, this
I
is
get
the
it. I value
exclusive,
it.
bro.
You gotta
value
cut the
it.
audio out on the camera. They can't hear that.
I'm
Right, nah,
honored.
they're not gonna hear it. It's okay.
I got the secret recipe.
Right.
So
lit.
you go home, you fucking make that, change your life.
First, I gotta find some skirt.
So
Right.
skirt. Yo,
Where to
Icelandic
find
skyr. I
skirt?
forget what the fucking brand name
I
is,
don't know
but
where you get
you'll
that from.
find it.
Aspen.
ShopRite, Acme, yo, they got it all the places.
Yeah.
We love it.
She's a bully.
Oh, yo, you like Zaples? You ever had a Zaple? You know, like the fucking fried Italian dough?
It's like a funnel cake.
I feel
with
like
the
I
balls.
had that when I was little.
It might, because, yeah, if you grew up in New York, I feel like...
Zeppelis, like
yeah.
I grew up with that, like hearing about them, but I don't have like a big sweet tooth. The only thing I have a sweet tooth for, to be honest, is like ice cream. And when I get that, like I get vegan ice cream too. So my whole life is like vegan, but I just be cooking like the vegan alternative of everything everybody else eats.
Are you like full-blown vegan?
Yeah.
Shit,
I
how's that
know.
been?
It's fun.
Passes out.
Fun. I feel like it's good energy wise. I did it like literally all for energy. I just went on like a spiritual journey, and I was like, I'm tired of absorbing the energy of like sad creatures and stuff. And yeah, so it's literally an energy transfer thing for me.
Oh, I respect that.
I did that at the same time. Like at the time, I went celibate for like a very long time. I went celibate for like 8 months, like not too long, but like long for like a 20-something-year-old woman, you know.
Not too long, but just enough.
Yeah, which it would have lasted like extendedly, but then I got in a relationship, you know. But so I basically stopped taking all meat at the same time.
I'm dead. No meat.
Couldn't have said it better.
Love that.
Celibacy is cool.
No, how was that? Was it like, I'm assuming that was also, you know, like a personal thing, you know?
Yeah,
you
it was like just an energy transfer thing. Like
Yeah.
I don't want bad energy in my life. I need to like detoxify myself of bad vibes, bad energy, and like you take that from the food you consume, the people that you deal with or consume. I don't know,
Right.
like whatever
Whatever
floats your
y'all
boat.
doing.
Yeah. So I just kind of took a break from everything, and I'd say I was in my best place mentally then too.
Okay.
Shout out my ex for ruining it. Let me stop.
Bitch, sorry.
It happens.
No names.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm still in a good place now. It is what it is. Like, it definitely was, it felt great for me to just like detoxify all my like bad vibes. It felt like I was becoming a better person, to be honest. I can't say it any better than that.
Not a lot of people can do that, like separate that side. Some people aren't even spiritual. They don't even understand that you are.
I wasn't at all. And I needed to change something because something in me just felt corrupt. Something in me felt like it was holding me back and sabotaging important things in my life. So I needed to change, and I realized that, and so I did. Some people need to change and don't realize it yet, and shout out to them for whatever journey life takes them on is until they figure out that they need to change, because like you get rude awakenings when you aren't real with yourself about your problems.
This is real. Fucking, you ever heard that shit that like Kevin Gates said? I don't like. It's funny. It
I
like
love Kevin Gates.
I love Kevin Gates.
I be laughing at
So
him,
I probably did hear
but
it.
I'm like nah. Like I feel like even if he bullshitting, there's something to get out of it. He was like, I stopped lying and my throat chakra, like, I don't know. He was like something, my throat chakra, I'm cleared now. Like, fucking good things have been happening since he stopped lying. Some bullshit.
I love the messages he puts out.
Yeah,
I love,
like he's a little crazy,
the messages
but
in most of his songs. I love them. Yeah, I think he's very talented, and I like the way he talks about real shit, but is simultaneously kind of uplifting in his relatability. Yeah, I like his music.
and that's what I'm saying. The crazy motherfucker, like you said, you want to be like the Kanye. You want to like, you know.
I don't want to be. It's just I feel like he's I don't admire some of his life choices. I don't, but Like, I'm not like a Kanye stan at all, but I would say I do find some of him relatable, which is unfortunate, but, you know, mental health matters.
Some people are like,
Yeah, like, I'll be real about it. Like, mental health matters. Like, sometimes I unfortunately find him relatable, and I'm like, you know what? At least I know I'm not alone on the shit I deal with, and I'd like to portray that for the world, too, because I know I'm not alone, and I know if I'm not alone, I don't want no one else to feel alone either. I want people to feel like they're riding through their waves of life with somebody or me.
and that's what Cherubs Talk is about too. That's what
Literally. That's
the
why
fucking voice of the people.
Exactly. We like to talk about, just make people feel not alone. Because there are a lot of people who feel hella depressed and alone.
Facts.
And
I get there. We all get there
yeah,
sometimes. I
even
think.
us now, like, even though
Yeah.
we're doing our shit, we still be having our days.
I wish we could all just have like a giant underground group hug.
Yo,
Fucking, I don't know. We gotta get together once a year. The group hug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like everyone.
make sure you shower before you do that, though.
I'm
Yes,
dead.
please.
Everyone, yeah. Bring your deodorant. Bring your motherfucking your freshness.
Yeah, please. But yeah, group hugs are cool. If you haven't hugged somebody today, go hug the next person you see.
Right. Go hug your mammy, your pappy, your best friend.
Shout
your
out that guy in
somebody.
Union Square that gives out free hugs.
Yo,
I hope I find that
Go.
guy.
hit up my boy. Fucking, if you can't find anyone, there
Tap
he is,
in.
Union Square. It'd be like that. Yo, how we doing, guys? Another one. Cherubs Talk. How's your experience been with the girlies?
Fabulous. I love you guys. And it's
Yo.
so good and empowering to be on a panel of women.
That's what we've been waiting, yo. We say it all the time. We want more women on Cherubs Talk. Fucking,
I love it here. Cherubs
and this has been
Talk.
great. Yeah, it's nice
love
to
you.
get together with the girls.
Thank
Right.
you.
New bestie. New motherfucking.
Absolutely. We out to Singapore.
Yes,
You already know.
We're going,
Right.
We're doing our fucking Asia tour. Then we're going to Europe.
Yeah. Gonna take the walk in Poland. You already know.
Right.
Yo, we taking the walk
I've never taken a walk.
global. No,
never-
me
me
neither.
either.
That's kind of brutal. That's kind of. We'll do other things besides walk.
We'll
We
do
bring
the-
in-
the Earth.
We bringing the Zaza to fucking. I don't know.
I don't even smoke weed. I'm pretty. Yeah, I'm pretty like
We in this.
straight edge at this point. I
Kayla
know.
doesn't smoke either.
You
so she
don't?
just
Oh my
drank.
god, we're a rare breed nowadays, I
Right.
feel.
I be like
Sheesh.
this. I be like.
Everyone smokes nowadays. People look at
I
me like I got
used
5
to.
heads. I used to also. It's part of my spiritual journey. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, Gabby, it's part of my special.
Well, man, I ain't coming at y'all lives. I'm just fucking more Zaza for me, baby.
Absolutely.
Right. Handed
Take
my
it
way.
all.
Nah,
Damn.
we love it though.
Yeah, I like being not high. I will say the other day I took 2.5 milligrams of THC just for the little vibe. It was fun.
I feel
said
like my
people
thing is I used to smoke a lot of weed to try to like numb myself from reality. And when I stopped smoking weed and I just embraced like what I needed to change about myself and like just focused on my goals, it became so much more fulfilling to do everything while completely sober and just like off everything. Because I've done more than just weed too. I've like done cocaine before and stuff like that, and it feels good to just clear my head and like fight my demons head on without like instead of masking them, because I felt like that's all I was doing. I don't think that's what everyone that smokes weed does. I feel like some people do it because, or like maybe people do it because they have other stresses and it's their best coping mechanism, and I don't think it's a bad one. I just think I really wanted to take the challenge on of doing everything without any coping mechanisms that were anything less than just me. Yep.
Do you find like ever since you started that like weed journey, like or just even in general, because what do you only drink now? Do you even drink?
I drink sometimes. I haven't gotten drunk in I don't know how long. I will never drink at this point to try to get drunk. I'll drink like socially, and I have this like kick on Surfsides right now, which are these like iced tea, vodka, canned drinks. They're like 100 calories each. They don't really do much. They contain like minimal alcohol, but they're based in Philadelphia. I got to meet like the owner of the brand once when he was coming to pitch them in the clubs before they ended up in all the clubs. So I'm a fan of like his brand. That's all I've been drinking lately, but I don't drink them to get drunk. I mostly drink like get a customer to buy me them, drink a couple sips to promote that guy's brand. And other than that, like I haven't really been like trying to drink either at all. I have people offer me shots all the time, and I'm like, you're on your own there. That's too much for me at the
I'll
moment.
take a cup of water, please. Thank you.
A little ice water.
Yeah, I'm trying to drink more water too. That's good for you. I've been drinking a lot of juice and stuff, which isn't like great for you, but it's not terrible. You know, could be worse.
True. Right. As long as you're not. Are you like a soda person?
I have been, but I'm not currently.
I can't do soda. Like I
Right.
like the flavor of it, but the carbonation be killing me.
Yeah,
I can't do carbonation.
I think I drink soda like once a week now if I like stop at Burger King somehow because they got the Impossible, you know. So anything is
Impossible. I heard that
possible.
shit's knocking, yo.
It's so good, and I got it last time I went on the Spider-Man bun.
Yeah, how was
So
that? It was a
it
little
was
scary.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like the bun tastes better because it's red.
Yeah.
I'm just,
Brother. Okay, I gotta
I'm
try
just
one.
biased because it looks cool, but yeah.
I love this. Such a great time. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I love saying that. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
I would have thought.
Yeah.
I'm ahead.
We see the future. Yo, before we wrap it up, y'all, let's give it to them one time. Let's sing them a song. No, I'm just kidding.
What? I was like, whoa.
No, imagine just put y'all on the
Releasing
spot
it right now.
Just
I mean, I would have to, but I wouldn't be favoring it. I would just sing something that I either depending on like the crowd, I would either say like I'm gonna sing something I already got out to promote it, or if I'm already like mainstream, I'd probably just sing something I haven't released yet that I already like know is gonna release
I'm about to sing y'all
to build
a song.
hype for it. Yeah,
No songs.
great.
But
I wasn't ready.
give the people, we've already got some advice, some great advice. But for young girls like us, what's something you could really throw out there right now that might put like the fucking spark in someone that's just sitting in their home like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm ready.
Save money. Save all the money you can. So while you're young, you're building your way toward your freedom and goals. Save all you can. Try not to let yourself be miserable in the process. Don't work anywhere you feel unappreciated, but have a backup plan. Always look for the best for yourself. Do the best you can for yourself. Try to have fun and just save money so that you can get freedom more immediately and like pursue your creative endeavors. Don't lose your life to your creative endeavors either. They're amazing and like bless you for being a creative soul, but don't lose yourself in the process. Unfortunately, we live in capitalism, so all I can say is save money so you have all the time in the world later to pursue all your creations. That's all I would say. That's what I do. So my advice might be wrong. I don't know. I say each their own. No. I think people should, just try to save money and focus on their like goals and dreams. Accomplish them sooner than later because life's too short.
True. And you only got one as far as we know. So let's make it poppin'. I think this is.
I actually believe in reincarnation.
Oh yeah,
me too.
Story.
No,
Yeah.
so boom, there it goes. Fucking, I'm just saying it to say it. Fucking, because you never know. But
because my actual name is Anastasia, and it means reincarnation. And I
love
find that
that
really
name.
ironic. And then like my mother's side, I have like Jews in my family, and in Judaism, I found out that a lot of them believe in reincarnation, and I found that like very relatable and sensible. And I used to have a lot of deja vu as a kid. Now it's just a theory, but I lean toward that theory.
I definitely think, like, especially if you're unsatisfied in this life, like maybe you got some things you haven't finished. I definitely think, you come back. I feel like maybe when you get it right, that's when you like,
Progress to heaven. That's what they say
Yeah.
in Judaism, apparently. They say,
Baby!
they basically say this is hell and you keep reliving it until you get it right and make your way to heaven.
Fucking boom.
I know
gotta
I'm not
read.
doing right yet, but like, at least I'll get
getting
another
there.
try.
Yeah,
we'll each get another try. Fuck it.
Yo, another one. Cherubs Talk. Your girl, Bodega Gab.
Deaf to Kayla.
And our new bestie.
True Pandana.
Yo,
You
thank
call
you.
me Panda.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I love you guys.
And
Thank
we
you.
hope to see you soon again.
Absolutely.
Love y'all.